Welcome to The Explainer, where we break down big ideas. Today, we're talking about a book that basically says everything you've been taught about getting rich is, well, wrong. We're diving into The Millionaire Fastlane by M.J. DeMarco, and it's all about a completely different way to think about wealth.
Right from the get-go, this book throws down a gauntlet. It says that the path we're all told to follow, it's a lie. It's a system designed to keep you just average. But there's another way, a different path, a shortcut, if you will, that lets you build real wealth while you're actually young enough to enjoy it.
And you know what's really interesting? This whole idea, this entire philosophy, it didn't come from some Harvard business class or a high-priced weekend seminar. Nope. It all started with one single, totally random encounter when the author, M.J. DeMarco, was just a kid.
So picture this. DeMarco's just a teenager, and he sees his absolute dream car, a Lamborghini Countach, sitting outside an ice cream shop. And then this young guy who couldn't have been more than 25 walks out and gets in. DeMarco's mind is just blown. He had to know. He walked right up to him and just had to ask, how on earth can you afford this?
And the answer he got back changed everything. The guy just said, "I'm an inventor." And that one simple phrase just shattered the world DeMarco thought he knew. Suddenly, being young and rich wasn't just for pro athletes or rock stars. A whole new possibility just opened right up.
That one moment, that 90-second conversation, was all the proof he needed. It showed that a normal person, someone without a celebrity name or incredible athletic talent, could actually become crazy wealthy and do it while they were still young. And that single idea sent him on a mission to figure out exactly how.
So where did that quest begin? Well, it started with him tearing apart the advice that we all get fed our entire lives. You know the one, the so-called safe path.
I mean, you know this script by heart, right? Go to school, get a good job, put 10% in your 401k, invest in the stock market, and poof, you'll be rich when you're 65. The book calls this the path of financial mediocrity. It's this promise of wealth way, way off in the future.
And the book basically says, this is a terrible deal. Think about it. You're trading your best years, your youth, your energy, all your dreams for the chance at being free when you're too old to really go out and enjoy it. He has a pretty brutal name for it, actually, wealth in a wheelchair.
Okay, so if that old map is broken, what's the new one look like? Well, this is where things get interesting. The book reframes the whole journey as a road trip. And on a road trip, it's not just about the road, your map is what determines everything.
And this is a really key idea. Becoming a millionaire isn't some single lottery-winning event that happens overnight. No, it's a process. It's something you build, step by step, and that whole process is guided by the map you're using. The flashy stuff you see on TV, that's just the result, not the cause. So according to DeMarco, it's pretty simple. There are only 3 financial roadmaps you can be on. You've got the sidewalk, which leads to being poor, the slow lane, which leads to mediocrity, and then there's the fast lane, which leads to real wealth.
All right, before we get to the good stuff, the fast lane, let's take a quick look at the other two, the ones the book calls the dead ends.
First, you've got the sidewalker. This is the live for today, worry about it tomorrow mindset. The plan is, well, there is no plan. Any money that comes in goes right back out on the newest gadget, the fancier car. You get trapped in what the book calls lifestyle servitude, where you're always just one flat tire or one medical bill away from total financial ruin.
And if you think that's an exaggeration, check out this number. The book points to U.S. Census data showing that the median net worth for someone between 35 and 44 is just $13,000. And that's without counting their house. I mean, think about that. After almost 2 decades of working, that's it?
Okay, so then there's the slow lane. This is the get a good job path. It definitely looks more responsible than the sidewalk, for sure. But the book argues it's just a different kind of trap. Because at the end of the day, you are still trading your life, your time, directly for money. The book actually calls this a criminal trade, because you're trading away your most valuable asset, your time.
So, if the sidewalk leads to being broke and the slow lane leads to a life of quiet desperation, what's left? What's the real alternative? Well, this brings us to the main event, the fast lane. This is the path the book presents as the only way to build serious wealth, and to do it fast, while you're still young. And it's a totally different way of thinking.
So what is the fast lane? It's all about one core idea. You stop trading your time for money. Instead,
You build business systems that you control, systems that work for you around the clock. We're talking about things like software or rental properties or an online business. He calls it building a money tree, something that makes money for you even when you're sleeping. This is what breaks the link between your time and your income, and it's what allows for that insane, explosive growth.
And DeMarco isn't just talking theory here. He uses his own story as proof. He literally went from living with his mom, totally broke, to being a millionaire by age 31. How? He didn't win the lottery. He built a website that solved the problem for people, and that website became his automated money tree. He built a system.
So all of this really boils down to one big question for you to think about. When you look at your own life honestly, which one of these roadmaps are you on? Are you on the sidewalk, the slow lane, or are you trying to build a fast lane? And maybe the most important question of all is the path you're on right now ever going to get you to where you truly want to be?